when I sent you the link, my face was bigger and to the left. So
Yes.
this is not exactly a pure, I don't know what the word is, but exact representation of what it'll look like.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, well, how was
So
your
you
day?
can crop that and whatnot.
Yeah, we'll have to work on that.
Okay.
I'll
Your
just,
eyes are still really blue.
yeah. Well, the light's right on me. In fact, it's burning my retinas. I'm probably giving myself a macular degeneration or something. All four of my grandparents had that, so they tell me to wear sunglasses.
Oh, gotcha.
Uh, well, now you were at. I know you can't say too much, but just how is your day generally?
Um, well, it's a prison and it's
Now,
a
were you an
women's
inmate or do you
prison.
work there?
I work there. I'm a
Okay,
therapist.
fair enough.
Yes, and you just never know what you're going to walk into. It's always an adventure.
Yeah,
Um, and in fact, my 40 plus students made me a birthday card,
yeah.
and I think my favorite little thing was "Happy Birthday, Pimp G." So you to bomb, and I think that was my favorite signature for my birthday.
Wow. Yeah, I mentioned. I remember you showed that to me yesterday. It was hard for me to spit that out. I can see you being so popular among these ladies. I have to ask, and you don't have to say this. Might some of them win their freedom reasonably soon, or are they
Yes,
in for a
some
while?
are court ordered just for the SUD
Oh, I see.
um, classes, which is 6 months
Hmm.
long term.
Yeah.
So, if they pass all the random drug screens and they come to class, they can only miss 6 classes.
Hmm.
Um, then they'll graduate and then they get released.
I see. Well, I know I can imagine what they're going through, and I'm sympathetic with remanded people. I think about my life and the things I did as a youth that could have resulted.
Mm,
Oh my
yes,
God.
I
It's just
thank
pure
God every
chance.
day.
Yeah.
You know, especially when I leave there, I'm just like, thank you, God, I
Yeah.
can walk out. Right?
Yeah, it's just pure chance. And if my family had been consistently in trouble, I think about this with organized crime. These guys that are major offenders and drew gigantic sentences, that they were the descendants of other people in organized crime, and they just had to
Mm.
do it. Um, I
Yes,
was at my
that's
card
the
game.
case a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last night, for example, I was at, I guess this is on YouTube. What the heck? I don't care. They're not going to watch it. I was at my card game, and
Okay.
it got to be 10:15, and I am coming up on 56. I'm thinking, I wouldn't mind just being in my PJs watching TV right now, but I didn't want to leave because no one else was leaving. And
Okay.
the game winds up going till 12:30 on a weeknight.
Oh no.
So my point in mentioning that is, imagine the familial pressure to do criminal things if all your relatives are criminals
Right.
and
Exactly.
they're goading you, questioning your masculinity or your toughness if you don't go through with crimes. I'm sympathetic.
Right.
I've always been
Yes.
interested in organized crime for that reason. Is the gangsters that are alive today are descendants mostly of other gangsters, and what choices do they really have?
Yeah, they really didn't. And that's a lot of my girls' stories,
Yeah,
right? I mean, their families, they grew up in the drug trade, and so that's what they did.
yeah,
And I have mothers that dropped out of high school and or drug dealers because the family was and everything, and that's how they supported their children.
yeah,
So we really work to empower them. Department of Mental Health, the Mississippi Department of Mental Health, has an incredible program. It's a week long training that I talk about a lot with my girls. Um, and they can be certified peer support specialists and work in any mental health center, and now it's United States wide, and any kind of treatment center, mental health center, whatever. And they even have the peer supports like doing groups.
yeah,
And of course, most of my clients are pretty strong headed
mhm,
uh, leader types, right? And so, I work to empower them how great they would be, sharing their experiences and helping people. And they get so excited, and they didn't think about ever having like a normal job, right?
Mhm.
And so I'm really hoping and praying that I see or hear about some of my clients, being in mental health centers or treatment centers, doing peer support.
Uh, wow. Wow, that sounded really good. I could see you being the whatever the
Now,
director of
what's your
treatment.
name? What's the name of this um, podcast? You didn't even do any of
Oh
that.
my gosh, we didn't introduce ourselves
No,
or anything.
no.
Well, I'm on parole, so I'm afraid to say my real name. Okay, the name of this enterprise, and Nicole named it like a newborn baby. The unofficial guide to being human, giggles and grumbles with Dr. Nicole Gerard of Jackson, Mississippi. You should wave.
And
And Scott.
no,
That's my name.
no,
It's actually my
no.
middle name. I go by the middle name because it's a sort of a custom in my extended family. But
Yes, Dr.
you know that
Jury.
a fella is older than 50 if his name is Scott.
What?
If you ever meet a Scott, you know you're talking about a middle-aged guy because it's a name that peaked between like 65 and 75, 1965, 1975, and then disappeared. It's one of those.
No, I know a guy in his 20s named Scott.
Really?
Yep.
Another name, my sister's name was a 1970s name, Debbie. In my entire life, I've had right now approaching 5,000 students, maybe 4,800. I've had one Deborah, and that's it. So,
Well, my mom and my daughter's name is unheard of. It's Beverly.
oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of a older person's name now. But I
Yeah.
think what has happened is, especially with female names, they've made a comeback. Like you see Grace, I don't know her middle name is Grace, right?
Right.
Young girls with those names, and it really works. Now, some names have been retired. I would say probably like
Hmm.
Myrtle and Ethel
All right. So
and
when do you
Gladys. There's another one,
Gladys?
Gladys. Yeah, that
Yes,
is an old
Gladys.
lady's name.
Yes,
It's a
yes.
sweet name. But my name's Scott Drury, Dr. As you can see on the screen. I live in eastern third of Texas, eastern quarter probably, and I work at Stephen F. Austin State University, and I teach psychology. I'm not a clinical psychologist. I'm really, honestly, just mostly a teacher, but very lucrative, crazy money. So I'm embarrassed at my income. I'm afraid I'm going to get murdered.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Hmm.
Dr. Gerard has a PhD also. Please tell us about you because you're interesting.
Well, I don't think so, but it's
I'm Regis. You're Kathy Lee. People tune in.
yeah, but I don't think people know who those people are now.
Oh yeah. Or who's the young gal? You're the blonde gal. What's her name? She's really most athletic. Oh, I can't think of it. It was Regis and the young gal, Kelly. Kelly Ripa. You're Kelly Ripa.
Kelly Ripa.
And
And
she's with Strahan now, I think. Or no, she's
well,
with Seacrest.
she's with her husband. No, she was with
Oh, that's
Seacrest
right.
for years, and then now she's with her husband.
Yeah.
And then I just read that they are getting a divorce. So I don't know, or I don't know how that's going to
Oh,
work.
wow. Yeah, well, she was with Regis, and then they were never close friends. And then Strahan came on, and he left abruptly for an incredibly lucrative job with ABC News, like bat money, 10 million a year,
Right.
20 million. And she was very hurt because at that point, Regis and Strahan went on to different things. But then now she's got, you're right, her husband. I think Seacrest filled in for a while, but I forgot that guy's name. He's sort of a hunky dude. But
Yeah.
you're Kelly Ripa, and I'm Regis. And people turn it in to watch Kelly Ripa.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, Kelly, tell me all about you. Where's your home state?
Well, I'm from Louisiana.
Is it Shreveport?
Yes, I was born in Baton Rouge and grew up in Shreveport. And
Like
I'm
Terry
in.
Bradshaw. And Hank Williams Jr.
Yeah, yeah.
and TV actress Valerie Bertinelli. Okay, you were saying, sorry.
Yes, that's right. That's correct. I don't know how you remember all these details, but
Yeah.
I think we should talk about what a warrior you are, because
I
I
do worry
think
a lot.
I said a warrior.
Oh, I was going to say, yes, I am neurotic. I try to do that box breathing thing.
I do too. Yeah, yeah.
Uh, and I don't know if the box is rectangular or square. If it's rectangular, you're doing a long breath here, short one here, long one
Yeah,
there. Short one.
mine's like obtuse.
Trapezoid, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but I feel, oh, by warrior, you mean with the cancer stuff?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Well, I'm an older American, 56. I'm up there in
You're
years.
not an older American.
There's a dog. Can we be introduced?
Okay. Yes, he wants to come here. This is Fendi.
He
He
is
wanted to
adorable.
say hello.
What a
Okay.
beautiful coat. And he's 9 years old, you say?
9.5. Yes.
Oh, what a
And
beautiful.
I think he's just going to sit there.
What a gorgeous
So
dog.
anyway, yes, I want to talk about your 2020, and I had all my stuff going on, so I didn't know all that was going on
Oh
with
yeah,
you about getting diagnosed with cancer, and
yeah. Well, I'll tell you almost the whole timeline is 2020 was kind of a grim year. Then I had a bit of a vacation after an aggressive treatment in early 21. I had all of 21 and 22 and most of 23 uh, in a good place. Then I had another treatment October 23, and that held just for about 18 months until, not even 18 months actually, until March of 25. And then it got really a little ugly. And I'm just in some scans and blood tests right now to see where I am now. But I can't really complain. I
well,
tell
you
you the truth, I'm all
can.
frightened. But, yeah, I mean, this could go a lot of different directions in enduring remission this time or real trouble. But I often think because everybody knows people like this that have been diagnosed and didn't live very long. And I think of right now, JFK's granddaughter, who just died about 8 days ago, Tatiana, who her funeral was just yesterday. 35 years old. This is Caroline's daughter.
Right.
We just had her funeral. She was diagnosed, I think, in 25 sometime, like October, and she just
Mm.
died January. I don't know what day it was, maybe New Year's Day, 2nd or something. And the funeral was just yesterday. So with me, I've been at this almost 6 years. It's March 20, where I got a number that was ooh, and it was so there was that number which was very worrisome, and then there was another number just 4 weeks later that was definitely it. But I don't feel bad. It's amazing. I've been so lucky. I've got a card game 1 or 2 times a week, 1.5 times a week. And I got my Planet Fitness, and I have a full-time job, and I got insurance, knock on wood. And just having those things is a wonderful thing.
And
And
you got back involved with your church.
yes, it's funny. I'm glad you said that. Do you know, I, there's a tiny little Catholic church about 28 miles from here. And I never fell out with the Catholic Church. I never had ambivalence. I just got lazy. But then I come across this tiny little building. And you can see my research room behind me. Here's probably 2 or 3 times the size of this room. Only seats 100 people. And I just fell in love with the place. And I started going regularly, approaching 2 years now. And it's a sweet little community. It's probably, I don't know, just a quarter or maybe a third Caucasian people, maybe 60% Hispanic, and a few people that are of Asian descent. But it's a nice mixture of people, and it's very uplifting. And it's on Saturdays. I think a difference is, and this is going to sound crazy. This is so 21st century garbage attitude, but the fact that it's on Saturday night is somehow better than Sunday. I don't know why that is. And
I know. Yeah, me too. Yeah, because then I can have my Sunday, right?
and I hate thinking
And
that way.
I know it's like I feel guilty, but
Yeah.
I love getting it, going, Saturday evening down.
Yeah, it is different. It puts a punctuation on it. Everybody's in a different mood. Where Sunday is just this heavy day. What is it about Sundays that starting in
Well, it's because it's
kindergarten?
like right before you have to go to work,
Yes.
right? And you're like, gosh, we just got to the weekend finally, and now it's already over.
It does. And somehow, when I was a kid, we'd get up and have our cereal at breakfast and get ready to go to church and everything. It was just, that was, it was a signal that the party's over. Tomorrow's a weekday. Trouble on the way. I don't know what it was. It was just everything signaled each other.
Right, right.
Football on TV contributed to Sunday scaries. I know that sounds crazy, but I get Sunday scaries.
No,
I
I
still have
agree.
Sunday
I
scaries.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to church on Saturday. It's the priest there. Oh, I'll tell you something very unusual. And our bishop asked us to do this, and we're doing it. There are so many Hispanic people at our church that the mass starting this coming Saturday, the 9th. Have I got the days right? Or is it the 10th? I can't remember. It's the 10th. Will be, we will not have missalettes anymore. We'll have a printout. The readings will be read in English. The homily will be both English and Spanish. And then much of the mass after that will be in Spanish. And the priest is a
Wow.
Spanish speaker. He's a Cuban national. So we gave it a trial run this past Saturday, the 3rd, and it really worked. And the church was jammed. A lot of new people. So I'm really, it's been a very unusual experience, and it's something I never miss if I can possibly go. I missed 2 Saturdays over Christmas because I traveled, but I bet in just 2 years' time, I've only missed 5 or 6 times. So I really, really enjoy it, and it's been an
Well, that's
uplifting thing for me.
fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, and maybe there's a cynicism involved. It's like, well, maybe I'm going to croak soon. I better get right. But I actually enjoy, just what provoked me to go, or I shouldn't say provoked, but prompted me to go, is that I was at a really good spot, and I was feeling enormous gratitude. So there was a scan that could have gone either way, and it went in my favor. And at that point, I said, I can't just go back to being self-absorbed. I want to be a little bit more substantial person, I guess. So it's called, I'll send you the Facebook link to it. It's St. Mary of the Epiphany, which isn't today Epiphany? I believe it is. January 6th? I don't remember.
know.
It's either the 6th or
Oh,
the...
Bob said it is.
Oh, it
Bob
is, yeah.
said it is.
So, what a quinky which might be a holy day of obligation. Here I said about going to church, and I'm probably missing church right now.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
But they observe it. I believe if it were a day of obligation, for whatever reason, they observed it on Tuesday. I don't know why that is. I think it was yesterday. They had masses yesterday all across the world. But yeah, so I can't complain. I'm in a great spot, and I'm just so lucky to have health insurance.
Yeah, I agree.
Even with it, I'm getting shocked bills occasionally, but
Yes.
I'll get
It's
over it.
it's really tragic what they charge families, and I know, my friend Bob has gone through the same thing, caring for his wife with cancer.
Yeah.
Just the bills are just outrageous, and the what the medicines cost.
Yeah.
And then I looked for almost 2 years for a place that I could give, because I had all this medication, right? This expensive medication, and there was no place to take it. And I was like, I hate to throw this away. This is expensive cancer medicine, right?
Yeah.
So anyway,
Well, I know you've been through a journey. Okay, anything you want to say about you? You're interesting. You are the Kelly. You're
I don't
Kelly,
know.
and I'm Regis. I'm an 80-year-old man because you have to have a co-host.
Okay, so I I was baffled when we saw each other when you were coming through, and tell you that it's been 18 years since I've seen you. Like,
I believe
that's
it was
crazy.
January '09. Yeah, 17 years.
See, I don't know how you remember these dates, but like, I mean, that just blows my mind, right? You know?
Yeah, Nicole and I just met for the first time in 17 years. Uh, was 2.5 weeks ago. What day was that? December 20th or so. It was a Saturday, I believe. It
I
was.
don't even, how do you remember that?
Well, I was traveling that day. No, it was Sunday. It was Sunday the 21st. That's what it was. Because I got up, I left here about 6 in the morning. And you're a little ways away, probably 400 miles to Jackson. But, okay, sorry, I stole your thunder.
No, no, you
Well,
didn't. No.
your entire world, including Bob and everybody you know.
Well, no, I think it's good that I was in your abnormal psych class,
No, it
which
was
was
general.
fantastic.
It was general psych. I never
Was it
taught.
general?
I never taught abnormal.
Oh,
We
well, I really
still.
loved abnormal psych.
I don't remember who taught that. It might have been. Actually, I can't even remember who taught it back then. This would have been fall of '08 or spring '09. Um, I don't even know who. It might have been Tiffany Culver, maybe. She had blonde hair.
No, I think it was a man.
Oh, jeez.
It was an older man, I believe.
Reed Jones, maybe. He was a clinical psychologist. His name was last name was Jones. He's no longer with us, I'm afraid. Or
Oh,
Dwayne Shuttlesworth. Well,
oh, Shuttlesworth. I think that might be it.
yeah, he's passed away also. Well,
Oh, wow.
yeah, just time marches on. That's what's so cruel. But
So I think it's interesting
yeah,
that like every time I talk to you, especially you're checking on you when you're going through like these hard, difficult things. You had this like enormous, intense radiation
yeah,
therapy, and I know you know it made you sick and whatnot, and you would be like a little sick, nauseous, but I
yeah.
mean I can't complain, or you know I'm blessed, you know whatever, and you know I just think it's important for you to be able to say whatever
Oh,
you want. You know, I mean,
I'll tell you, I filed a complaint against the hospital. Get this. They put me in the radiation thingy bob. And I look down, and there's something on my abdomen, and it's a freaking lean cuisine frozen pizza. The guy cooked his pizza while he was putting me in radiation.
oh my
That's not
gosh,
okay.
you're insane. You're insane. I wonder what you could cook.
Oh, yo. You know
Could
what's
you
so
cook
weird?
something in a radiation machine?
I don't know how it works. I don't know if you've ever heard this about radiation or microwaves. Is it was an accident. It was a guy at NASA had a hard-boiled egg in his pocket, and somehow he was standing near a machine that was emitting microwaves and it partially cooked that egg. That's a true story. And they
Wow.
leveraged the commercial aspect of it. Somebody else told me this that when you defrost in a microwave, all it is lower concentration microwaves. So if you're cooking, it's constant waves. If it's defrosting, it's half the strength. Like it's on, it's off, it's on, it's off, and that's all it is.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a
Well,
really
I did learn you do not put tinfoil in the microwave.
mm,
You
yeah.
can have a small fire and
It
destroy the
ignites.
microwave.
I remember one time I put a Hershey bar in with the foil around it, and it lit instantly, like within 2 seconds. It
Oh yeah. Yeah, I
yeah.
put a Wendy's burger. Like,
Oh,
remember Wendy's burger packaging had that like aluminum foil in it, and I was
mm,
warming it up, and all of a sudden these sparks and flames, and I was like, ah, you know. So, and
yeah.
then they were like, it has tinfoil in it. You can't put that in the microwave. I was like, why can't you put it in the microwave? So,
It's not obvious. It's not one of those things that would occur to you.
well, yeah. I mean, but I don't cook, so I don't know anything about anything in the kitchen. So, but
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't
there's that.
either. There's some things like a grease fire that water will just worsen a grease fire.
Really?
Oh yeah. So they have for cooks they have blankets. It's literally a blanket that you throw over a fire. It's asbestos laden, etc. So it's I'm sure they have training on these things, but greases can't be put out by water.
So
Nobody.
I think you should talk about the names that we had come up with
Oh
for
yeah,
this.
these are rival names that Dr. Nicole Gerard of Jackson, Mississippi, proposed, and they are good. Just waiting. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the adopted title, per edict, and it's a good one, "The Unofficial Guide to Being a Human," with Dr. Nicole Gerard and Scott. The other one is another candidate. And you notice I have to take my glasses off because I'm an older American. This is how you know right away. Let me show you here. The other one is Babbly and Blunders. I like it.
Yep.
The Daily Grind, Giggles and Grumbles with Dr. Nicole Gerard and Scott. Chaos and Calm, an alliteration with Dr. Nicole Gerard and Scott. And the last one, and these are all excellent. Here's another alliteration. The Accidental Adventures of Dr. Nicole Gerard and Scott. These are all good. You've got to,
Okay, Dr. Jury.
yeah. I seldom go by that. I don't know what, it just doesn't mean anything to me. It has been, I've had my doctorate 21 years. It just, the instant I got it, it was like, this morning's breakfast. I took it for granted. You know, I mean, it kind of means something at the college where it signals what your job is, but in everyday
Right.
life, I'm not very bright. Get this. I'll tell you how limited I am. In 2022, I got a very good used car, and it ran out of gas. So I got another car because I didn't know what to do. It wouldn't start. I
I
mean,
thought you were going to talk about the one that was parked at the other
oh, yeah.
parking lot.
Yes. Let's go there.
Okay.
In recent months, I've engaged in dubious behavior. And what bothers my conscience so much is it's premeditated. This was just calculated. And I found myself with two cars because my older car, which is a 12 model, started to really get bulky and it had a horrible electronic message on it. The hybrid system was failing. And I'm thinking, this just can't be fixed. The car has 240,000 miles. So I parked that car while I got a new one, and it's still parked there. This has been since June, going on 7 months, at my old apartment complex because they don't make notes or who lives there. They have no idea whose car it is. Now, we'll say the registration is current and the body is in good repair. It doesn't look junked. The tires are not flat. There's nothing on the dashboard.
Yeah, but
But
there's no room at your new
there
apartment.
isn't. And what happened was I
Or
had it parked at the new place, and the landlord put a very fussy message on it because he didn't know it was my car, and he said I would be towed right away. He was just really kind of grouchy. But yeah, this is seven. This was I thought of this. I did it. I haven't had much remorse. But the way I see it, this other place has so many open spots, and I did live there for 10 years.
yeah,
I
you
mean, my
put
gosh,
in
I
your
gave
time.
them $100,000.
Yeah, you put in your time.
And they weren't very nice at critical moments. I'll say this. We had a tragedy 3 years ago. I should say a tragedy, but a situation. They wouldn't cut the grass. And I wrote an email and said, hey, the grass is swaying like, the Sahara. And they wrote me back an unfriendly message. So, am I taking revenge by parking that car over there? Maybe. But the car's not leaking oil. And it looks normal. It looks like a normal car that a
Yeah.
schlub would drive, which was what I drove. And that's all it is.
And you haven't thought about selling it?
What happened was it still runs. It had a hybrid engine, and this is one of the earlier model hybrids from 2012. And I Googled the heck out of it. It said, the thing said, hybrid is failing. We're going to run only on the gas engine. So, but then the articles all say the gas engine will not last very long like that. It'll fail. Okay. Now the option is I could have dragged it to Toyota nearby and asked. It would have cost a few thousand, maybe 4,000 to fix, and maybe I could have. But then I start to get, then I'm really going through the cancer business. I just can't even get involved. I just need to.
Right.
Because what if I did fix it and it lasts only another 6 months? It dies. No. And I'm out the four. With it, the
No, but
extreme
I mean
high.
about selling it though. What
Oh
about
no, it's
selling?
blue books for absolute zero. With it being 13 plus years old,
Oh, really?
with extreme high mileage. I'm sure the blue book is literally zero with that mileage. And what else? There was something happened to it. There was just this minor dent in the fender, but it is visible, and I don't know. It's just I think it's just not worth anything. It was only 32,000 new, almost 14 years ago. So what could it be worth? But the hybrids are pretty sweet, but the gas engines are so efficient now. I'm really not drawn to it. I think what
Yeah.
will happen within 10 years is we'll have hybrid only options or electric only options. So I don't know. But you're right. This has been a time of, I think of premeditation. I think of ugliness and dishonesty and slipperiness and how I condemn those things and how I'm doing it right as I speak right now because I know I'm doing wrong by parking that car there.
Well, I mean, I don't think I'll see a rap sheet for you.
Well, if they tow it, I'll have to pay to get it out of there. And
Why don't you just let them tow it and leave it?
that's a good question. They'll be able to ascertain whose car it is, and I think I'd be fined or something for inappropriate disposal or whatnot. I don't know. That's a
Well,
good
you
question.
could sell it. You could sell it yourself, like on the internet. At least get like maybe $500 for it or something.
Yeah, I thought of that because ironically, I had just replaced the tires last January. The tires are brand blanking new, and
Well,
they were
see,
$1,200. They're beautiful
yeah,
tires. Like I love that deep tread where you can put your whole finger in it. These are gonna last forever.
yeah.
I love new tires. You can feel it. I can feel the grip.
I don't like having to buy tires though. It's like one of those purchases, like expensive purchases that you're like, I hate to be spending money on tires,
Yeah,
right? I'd rather be spending money on a trip or whatever,
yeah,
but you have to have them, and so
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. And if they're too bald, they can be dangerous. Yep.
yes, yeah.
Well, are you and Bob going to go out to eat later?
No, he brought me dinner,
Oh,
so
we
we're
did.
gonna be.
Okay.
Yeah, he is a incredible cook,
Yeah.
so very very good.
Well, the next time we do it, we're going to focus on you, and we'll ask invasive questions like, what kind of laundry detergent you use because that green shirt is really held up. It looks like a brand new shirt.
Oh, it's not. Well,
Oh,
so should I be wearing dark colors? I'm still
no.
fuzzy.
Well, I think
You're so crystal clear.
I've got this light though. You can't see the light isn't shrouding the monitor, and I want to send it to you. It is God's gift. I have one at home too. It'll light your entire kitchen table, and you can twist it. So instead of focusing down, it focuses toward the person. And there are 3 components to it, so it's very bright. Now, if I turned it off,
Wow.
it really gets grainy. Here it goes. See there?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
looks like Brad Pitt, and here's Brad Pitt with a bright light on him.
Yes. Yes.
So just a little
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, so when do you go and get your when do you find out when you start your intensive chemo treatment?
she's in a big old hurry. This lady has no sense of humor. She's grumpy as hell. I think I've got to do something tomorrow to test my general fitness for it. I don't know what they're going to do, but I got to be in a town 100 miles away at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
What?
Yes,
Really?
Tyler. I'm sorry, it's my watch. And 100 miles away, and then come all the way back. So a lot of my day is going to be eaten up traveling tomorrow. But then she and I will meet, I think, on Wednesday the 14th or something, or maybe Friday the 16th. And then I believe the way they administer it is with an injection every 3 weeks. And as I understand it, the appearance changes start right away. So it'll be gosh, I don't know. Within 2 weeks, I'll be wearing a baseball cap and all that. So, but I'm not bitching. They say it grows back curly. And it's only 18 weeks, so it's 6 shots, 3 weeks apiece. So let's say it doesn't start till February 1st, which is probably roughly right, maybe February 5th. 18 weeks after that would be, I don't know, June 12th or something. So
Right.
by 4th of July, I'll already be on the upswing. And the other thing that they told me,
And then I can come and we can eat spicy food.
yeah,
Because you
right.
can't eat spicy food during this.
Yeah, you're right.
So we'll celebrate the end of chemo with spicy food.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And what they've told me is, I'm really encouraged by this, is that in decades past, the nausea was an extreme quality of life issue. But they say if you play your cards right and eat reasonably, these drugs really knock it back. Now your appetite will be subdued, and you'll be generally kind of, I don't know what the word is, but not well, kind of, sort of. But I've known some ladies here in my support group. Just coincidentally, I'm in an 8-person support group here, and the other ladies have breast cancer. And the ones that have been in chemo, they're not running marathons, but they're in pretty good. They were in the moment. They were going to church, going to the grocery, going to the bowling alley, holding up liquor stores, whatever they normally did. Some of them were criminals. So,
Yeah.
but I was encouraged by that. I really was.
Good.
It's not crushing as it would have been in 1980. In 1980, I think the person was housebound because they were just so unwell. That won't be the case here. I'm not going to quit my job.
Yeah.
But I don't feel apprehensive because I was blown away when she first called me 3 weeks ago to recommend this. But the more I've read, it appears to be more leverage against the situation. It's about a 60-40 call. I think 60% of doctors would recommend it, 40% wouldn't. But I'm going to go ahead. If it really can't hurt, although it would be extremely inconvenient and mildly embarrassing to have no hair and no eyebrows, and a lot of other things, I still want to try it. It's just an extra 10% edge in my favor.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not, for whatever reason, I'm just not scared. The worst days were 2020. The 2020 thing was, I can't have this. That's not acceptable. And once I got past that, and now that I'm 6 years older, all of that anguish is gone. And I just don't feel the same. It's not bitter about
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Do
I
you
think-
think your group has helped you with that?
Yeah, some of these ladies are really troubled. They've got really difficult situations with families and everything else, and but I feel really optimistic, really happy, as
Yeah.
much as can be. And for whatever reason, I love the month of January. In November or December, building up Christmas, travel, presents. Now that that's gone, I just love the break. And
Yes.
this fresh start in January is electric. I love it.
Yes, me too. I do too.
And I am Christian, generally speaking, but the holiday itself has gotten overwhelming.
Yes, it is. I mean, and I know you probably know research shows it produces so much anxiety, right?
Yeah, it
And
does. Oh. Especially when the lights
just
start
in
coming
general,
on.
if you don't have any like traumas to add in there, so
Yes. Yeah, when they start putting the lights up in October and the ads, everything, it's a little much for me. It's like 8 weeks.
yeah.
I know
it
I
is.
sound like a Scrooge.
No, I mean, I'm the same way. And in fact, I was talking to a good friend of mine the other day, and, she was like, how are your holidays? And I was like, they were good. I'm glad it's kind of all over. And she goes, me too. She's like, I'm so glad it's over. So I think generally, like, the world kind of has that mentality just because it's gotten so blown up and commercialized,
Yeah,
right?
You're right.
And we've just gotten away from what Christmas really means. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to go back in time to
yes, me
1825
too.
and see
Yes.
what it was like back then. I want to tell you a piece of trivia. We should wrap soon, honey. It's 40 minutes.
Yeah, I think so.
But they were telling me in Canada, get this, their Thanksgiving is in October, even though their Thanksgiving is in October, they still observe Black Friday, which is the day after our Thanksgiving in the United States. That just
Huh.
blew me away that they call it Black
That is
Friday.
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot who I was talking to. I can't remember who was from Canada. Somebody. Wow. Well, this has been so fun. Um, Next time we're going to spend more time. You're the interesting one talking about you. Um,
I don't think so.
Nobody wants to hear from Jed Clampett.
I think it's going to be just fine. All right.
Well, thank you, Dr. Gerard. This is our first keeper, and I'm going to dazzle you with some titles and whatnot here in the next day or two. Tomorrow I'm traveling,
All
but we'll
right.
touch base in a couple days.
Okay, it sounds good.
Thanks. Until Bob, I hope you have a good night tonight.
All right, thanks. You too, my friend.
All right, talk to you soon. This is fun. Thank you, Dr. Gerard.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.